everyone! Nice to see you again. Let's do our welcome song. I wonder if you can remember from last week's video. Haribo Namaste, Haribo Namaste, Haribo everyone, Haribo Namaste. Do you remember now? Now you can try and sing with me. After 3, 1, 2, 3. Haribo Namaste, Haribo Namaste, Haribo everyone, Haribo Namaste. That's it, you've got it. Now, do you have an instrument ready for today's kirtan? I have a tambourine and I have a guitar. A pink guitar today. Now let's see, what chords shall we do today? How about E minor, D, and C? So, if you want to clap your hands and play your instrument, you're most welcome. And remember to join in. You can chant with me, or you can chant after I have chanted the mantra. Namo Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Pastaya Bhutale, Srimate Swarupananda, Paramapsariti Namine. Your turn. Namo Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Pastaya Bhutale, Srimate Swarupananda, Paramapsariti Namine. That was a beautiful prayer to our spiritual master. Now, let's sing a prayer to Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda and all of his associates. Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shri Vasudeva Bhaktivedanta. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribo, Haribo, Haribo. Okay, I'm going to put my guitar down now. Now, today I'm going to tell you the story of how Krishna killed the demon Bakasura. You may have heard this story before. I'm going to show you some of my puppets. I love puppets. Well, I've got this one here. This is a little brown possum. She's cute, isn't she? Hello, possum. With a puppet, it's usually something you can put your hand into at the bottom. Sometimes there's puppets which hang on strings. Sometimes there's puppets that are made out of shadows and go behind a screen. And sometimes there's puppets on sticks. There's all sorts of puppets. My ones are glove puppets, so they fit onto my hand. Do you have any puppets at home? You may have made some paper puppets. Here's another one of my puppets. This is a rainbow lorikeet and it's got a squeaker in it. Not one of my favourite ones because it's kind of hard to hold on your hand. This is one of my favourite ones and you're going to meet this one later in the story. This one goes all over down my arm. Okay, don't be naughty now, Bakasura. I'm going to put that one away. He's a bit cheeky. And this is my very, very, very favourite one. It looks so real. And it's a beautiful possum. Look at that. She has a long, long tail, just like a real possum. And nice eyes and ears. And this one even has whiskers. Can you wave to possum? And she waves back. They're puppets. Well, today I'm going to do a puppet show for you about Bakasura. So sit back and enjoy the show. Haribol, we'll see you soon. One day, Krishna and the cowboys went off to the forest with their cows. They were having so much fun in the forest. The boys were playing, chasing the birds, they were chasing the monkeys, and they were playing catch together. I'm gonna catch you!
No, you can't.
I'm gonna catch you, Krishna! Got you! I'm gonna catch you, Raktaka! Got you! Balaram, Balaram! Oh, you got me! While they were really busy playing, a huge bird came along. I am Bakasura, and I have been sent here by King Kamsa to kill Krishna. The boys were busy playing, and then they said, Krishna, look over there. There's a very big demon.
Yeah.
He looks like a duck and is as big as the hill. It's Bakasura! Bakasura! Then Bakasura very quickly swooped down and came and swallowed Krishna up.
Krishna, don't!
Ah!
Don't!
Oh, the boys were devastated. What had happened to Krishna? Oh no! Krishna's inside of Bakasura's fruit. But what's happening to Bakasura? Bakasura had swallowed Krishna, but Krishna had made himself very, very, very hot inside the demon's throat, and it was burning the demon. I can't hold him any longer. And he spat Krishna out. Oh! Krishna quickly. You hear him? Quickly! What did Krishna do to Bakasura, Joshi? Ran towards him, and he got his beaks and he split them into two. And the demon fell down dead. Oh, Krishna, where are you?
I'm here.
You're here. Well done, Krishna. And all of his friends hugged him and were so happy he was safe.
And then a monkey came.
And the monkey came too. You have incredible mystic powers, Krishna. You're the strongest and you're the best friend in the whole world. And then all the boys went off home after being in the forest all day. Here I am. He's not actually Bakasura, is he? You knew that. Well, he's just one of my puppets. And he's not really as bad as Bakasura either. Okay, well, since we've been sitting down watching this puppet show, how about we get active and do some fun yoga? Are you ready? Well, I'm ready. Well, not quite. I think I need to get changed first and change the room a little bit to do some yoga in it. See you soon. Haribol, I'm over here now. We're going to do some yoga fun. Some yoga exercise fun. Let's first of all start by sitting on our mats or sitting on the floor if you don't have your own mat. I'm going to sit with my legs crossed and I'm going to sit on my little blue mat. First we can put our hands together and pay respects to one another in the beginning of our yoga asana workout. Are you ready? After 3, let's say 1, 2, 3. Namaste. First we're going to start sitting down nice and quietly and we're going to do some nice deep breathing. Okay, so if you put your hands together like this, if you can open up your fingers and slide your fingers in between one another and put them on your chest. When you breathe in, your fingers will come apart. And when you breathe out, your fingers will come back together again. Let's give it a try. We're going to breathe in through our nose and breathe out through our mouth. You ready? Breathing in and out. Wow, I hands did that all by themselves. Ready? Breathing in and out. And in and out. Ah, that feels so good to get some nice fresh oxygen in my body before I start my yoga exercise practice. I've got some little friends over here. This one is little Hanuman monkey. Another way you can enjoy doing your yoga breathing is by playing with one of your little toys. Maybe you can go and grab one now if you've got one close. I've got monkey, possum and cow today. Now little monkey is going to go onto my belly. I'm going to sit onto my belly like this and he's going to have a little ride. So when I breathe in, he goes up. When I breathe out, he goes down. If I put him down here, he'll go even higher. Breathing in and out. And in and out. You might want to put him up on your chest. Breathing in and out. And in and out. Oh, that was good. It's always good having some nice deep breaths. Now I'm going to put little monkey over here and he's going to watch. Maybe you can get one of your little toys and he can sit next to you next time when you do your yoga practice. So this story is called Hamel the Camel. Okay, so we're going to go on a little adventure to visit Hamel the Camel. So first we're going to sit down on our mat. Then we're going to make some lunch to take on our adventure. So we put our legs out in front and we take our ginormous bowl and we put it in the middle. Okay, what do we need? Well, we might need, I know, a cake. Okay, so we're going to turn around, get out the cupboard, a big bag of flour. Shh, put the flour in and we're going to get the milk. Turn around, get the milk. Shh, put it in your big bowl. Let's give it a mix with our giant wooden spoon. Oh, this is such a heavy wooden spoon. And we're going to stir it, and stir it. Don't forget to go the other way. Stir it, and stir it, and stir it. Oh, very good. Now I might need to make it, maybe strawberry cake? What do you like? What's your favourite cake? Bananas. Okay, so let's turn around and get the bananas. Oh, 1, 2 bananas and some yogurt. Some yogurt and turn around to get the oil. Right, let's go. Oh, it's not going to be very sweet, is it? Maybe we can put some rice malt in it to make it sweeter. There we go. Okay, now this is going to be very hard to stir with all those ingredients. Let's get that big wooden spoon and stir around and around and around and the other way and around and around and around. Excellent. Now it's all ready to go in the oven. So we pick up our cake, we turn around, put it in our oven and we wait for it to cook in our super duper fast oven. Ready? We're going to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ding! It's ready! Good. Okay. First of all, before we get the cake out, because it's a little bit too hot, let's make some sandwiches. Bringing our legs together, we're going to put down the first piece of bread. Plonk. And we're going to get some butter. Spread it, spread it, spread it. Oh, very good. Let's get some jam, shall we? And get the jam and spread and spread and spread. Oh, okay, ready to put the bread on top now for our sandwich. Come around the sides, pick up the piece of bread. Up we go and slop. There's our sandwich ready to go. So we have a sandwich and some cake for our journey. Okay, so we're going to now open up our backpack, put in the sandwich, put in the cake and zip it up. Zip! Put our backpack on our back. There and there, and we're ready to go. It's very important to have some food, especially yummy food when we go on our travels. So ready, let's cross our legs and we're going to fly off to the mountains. Okay, First, we need some magic sprinkles. So get our magic sprinkles and we sprinkle all around. Shh. Make sure you do lots so you can fly over the mountains. And off we go. We're going to go. Ready? Up, up, up and away. Oh, I'm so high now. Look, I can see the mountains down there. I can see the hills and everyone looks really, really little. Oh, we're going through some clouds. It's a little bit rough. Oh. Okay, we're going to come and land down on top of the mountains now. Ready? And we're going to come down, 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 down. And landing pose. This is our landing pose. Bringing your knees together and your head down to the floor. That's our safety landing pose. Well done, everyone. Oh, we're now at the top of the mountain. We're feeling very, very warm. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go and visit Jack the Yak first before we see Hamel the Camel. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to get on our skis and go and see him. I'm going to stand up now and I'm going to flick over my camera to the other one. Okay, we're ready. Now we're going to do the ski yoga pose. So we're going to bring our legs a little bit apart. We're going to grab our skis. We're going to put our bottoms behind us and we're going to ski down the mountain side. Ready? Over to the left, over to the right, over to the left, and to the right. Yay! And we come down and then we see Jack the Yak. And we say, Namaste, Jack the Yak. He says, Namaste. Oh, okay, let's do Jack the Yak. So Jack the Yak, I might need to go to my other camera now. We're going to go down back onto the floor, bending our knees, putting our hands down, and then toes under and pushing up. That's going to be our yak pose because he's very tall and big. He says, Haribo, Namaste, I'm Jack the Yak. Where would you like to go? Oh, we would love to go and see Hamel the Camel, we say. Okay, no problem, he says. Off we go. So off he goes and we follow. And then we meet Hamel the Camel. He's a lovely camel and he has one hump on his back. A one-humped camel is called a dromedary camel. Okay, let's do the camel. We say, Haribo, Namaste, and he says, now we put one hand here, and he's got one big hump. Hamel, the camel, greets us, and he says, Namaste, where would you like to go? Oh, I would love to see the big forest on the other side of the mountains, we say. It's full of big, thick, lush trees, and I'd love to see this magical colour flower that I've heard so much about. Oh, he says, no problem, I'll take you there. Wow, will you take us there? So off we go. We have to walk there now. I'm going to go back, standing up, walking, walking, walking. Off we go. But oh my gosh, off in the distance there is a huge snake. It's not just any snake, it's a cobra. Okay, so this cobra's down here on the floor. Long, 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 long cobra. Can you make your body very, very long like a snake? As long as it can be. And then he gets a little bit disturbed because he feels the tremors in the ground of us coming, and he lifts up his hood and he hisses. You hiss like a cobra. Oh no, we say. How are we going to get into the big forest if there's a dangerous cobra in the way? Oh, I know. This might work. What do snakes like? Food, that's what they like. And I've got a backpack with a big yummy cake in it. So I take my backpack off and I zip it open and I take out my big cake and I put it on the ground. Then I wait. Back here, waiting, waiting. And the cobra coming down into the cobra again. He comes up out of his little hole in the rocks. And he hisses. And then he eats the huge cake. And he curls up to sleep. So we tiptoe. Shh. Shh. Then we've got to get across the bridge, Joshi. We've got to get across the bridge. There's a bridge that leads us into the forest. Oh, we've got a little dog here visiting us today as well. Here he is. I think this little doggy can do doggy pose. Looks like he's doing human pose right now. Off you go, Suki. Okay, so we're going to go across the bridge now. You ready, Joshua? Let's make a bridge. So we're coming down, lying on our backs, because there's a bridge we have to cross to get into the big, thick, lovely forest. Okay, Joshi, lie over this way.
I'm going to do Papa Shorts.
Yeah, okay, you ready? Lift your bottom up, everyone. Up, 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 up. To make a tall, strong bridge. Now make sure that bottom's off the floor, Joshua. Up. That's it. Well done. Whew. Coming down and bringing yourself back onto your mats. Excellent, everyone.
No.
Now, once we go across the bridge, not yet, we're not doing puppets. Once we go across the bridge, we come into the forest and we see Tilak the tiger. Tilak the tiger, Joshi. Not one of those. We don't have a tiger here, but guess what? We can be a tiger. Let's go on all fours to be the tiger. Ready? Can you go down like this? Like a tiger? All fours like a tiger. And the tiger says, Namaste. Have you come here today into my deep, deep forest? Would you like me to take you and Hamel the camel into the forest? You think, Joshi, we can go into the forest?
No.
No? Why not?
Because the lion will bite us.
Because the lion will bite us. Okay, well, this tiger's going to keep us safe from the lion. He's big and strong, and he flicks his tail up in the air. Oh, that's it. And he flicks his tail back up into the air. Just swap your legs so they both get a stretch. Can you do that too, Joshi? That's very good. He's doing it too. Well, he's nearly doing a headstand. Okay, that's the tiger pose. And then we have to say goodbye to Hamel the camel because he's too big to go into the forest. Let's go back and be the camel. Bringing our knees together and our feet together. We put one hand on one foot, one hand on the other foot, and make a big camel hump. Very good. Slowly coming out. One hand on your waist and the other hand on your waist. And then having a little rest. It, Joshua. Oh, it's good to have a little rest in between everything, isn't it? So, Tilak the tiger takes us into the deep forest. And into the deep forest we see lots and lots and lots of what? What do we see in the forest?
Animals.
Animals? Trees. We see trees, Joshua. Do you want to stand up back up onto your mats? So you put your feet together. Now, if you can't do this without falling over, you could just hold on to a wall. So we bring one foot up, and this leg here is your tree trunk. You fell over. He likes to fall over all the time. Try it again. I'll maybe hold you. Yeah, so this is your tree trunk, and it's strong and rooted into the ground.
Hold me.
And when you get good balance, you can stand there and lift your hands up. That's it, Joshua. Turn around so everyone can see you. That's it. And putting your hands up above your head and balancing. Oh, we get a bit wobbly when we do tree pose. The tree could be tall, like a palm tree, or it could be wide, like a big banyan tree. Big branches. Lots of trees in the forest, and in those trees live lots of animals. And lots of butterflies today are flying around. Let's go down and do the butterfly. This is Joshua's favourite one. You can do the butterfly. Can you show everyone how to do the butterfly? Then we put our feet together and we flap our wings. Oh, Possum's doing the butterfly too. And little cow's going to do the butterfly. Oh, trying to do the butterfly and flap his little legs too, isn't he? So putting your feet together and flapping your butterfly wings. And maybe you've got some antenna on your head too. Oh, I'm going to smell the flowers, said the butterfly.
And Possum's clapping his hands.
he is. We are now going to get ready to return from our adventure. So we're going to go back with Tilak the tiger. Yes, soon. Let's do Tilak the tiger again. Tilak the tiger, could you take us back all the way to the mountains where our magical mat is so we can fly home? Yes, I can. So he comes like this, and again he flicks out his long tail and gives it a shake. That's it. Can you do a long tail? Oh, Possum's got a long tail, hasn't he? That's right. So our tiger now takes us back all the way up the mountain. Let's get up and stand up and pretend to walk all the way back up the mountain. Walking, 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 walking over the big boulders. Oh, it's a bit exhausting, this trek. Okay. Oh, do you know who we see at the top again? We see Jack the Yak. Haribol Namaste, Jack the Yak. Oh, that was a really good adventure, and for all your help getting me down the mountain, I'm going to give you my very, very favourite thing, jam sandwich. So we take out our backpack and we unzip it, zip, and we take out the sandwich and we give it to the yak. Here we go. Here's a thank you present, Jack the Yak. Oh, thank you, he says. So coming down on all fours and making your body tall and strong, like that. And then he walks off. Walking, 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 walking. Very good. We're going to come back down onto our mats and we're going to fly back over the mountains and home again. Let's put those sprinkles back on to make sure they fly. It flies really high up. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. Grabbing your mat and off we go. Up, up, up. You got your possum on your mat. Let's fly, Joshie. Up we go.
Yeah, and possum's flying too.
Oh, look, there's the mountains. They're so small down there now. Hey, Haribol Namaste. We're going to wave to Hamel the camel down there. He's tiny. Oh, up we go. Oh, we're going through the clouds. Oh, it's a bit bumpy. Okay, we better come down to landing pose. Landing pose is that safety pose. Ready? Coming down and land. Ready? Do landing pose, Joshie. That's good. Oh, now I'm back over here again after doing our yoga. I've just got changed. Okay, well, what about this? How about I tell you the story of Bakasura all over again, but with some pictures from the storybook and a little song. Do you like that? Okay, are you ready? Let's go. When Krishna was just 5 years old, he was allowed to be in charge of the calves with his friends, and off they would go to the forest to take their calves to eat the nice fresh green grasses. The cowherd boys are called gopas, and they decorated their calves nicely before they left and took a packed lunch, and off they went to the forest. After reaching the forest, they selected a nice shady place to have a picnic. And whilst some of the boys kept an eye on the cows, they played several games like hide and seek and jumping over each other and mimicking the birds and animals. After playing, they would sit down on the nice grassy banks of the river Jamuna and have a picnic, with Krishna sitting in the middle. They shared their food that they'd brought from home. They resembled a full-bloom lotus flower. Lord Krishna enjoyed his lovely rice and sweets packed by his mother Yasoda, along with the other wonderful food brought by his Gopa friends. After eating with his friends, they would rest underneath the tree, and Krishna would play his flute. Some of the boys would come and massage his lotus feet to relieve him of his fatigue. One day when Krishna and Balaram were sitting by the banks of the river with all of their friends, suddenly they saw a giant animal. It looked like a duck, and it was as big as a hill.
Krishna, look over there, there's a very big demon. Looks like a duck as big as a hill, biting Bakasura, big bad Bakasura. Krishna, His name is Bakasura. He is a friend of King Kamsa. Krishna Bakasura's big, and he's got big beaks to bite us. Krishna, save us please. Krishna, from this giant beast. Won't take long to kill him dead. Biting Bakasura, big bad Bakasura. Biting Bakasura.
As soon as Krishna saw Bakasura, Bakasura swallowed him up. Krishna became very, very hot in the throat of the big demon Bakasura, and Bakasura could not hold him anymore. And he felt him to be burning in his throat, and he choked and spat him out. Then quickly Bakasura went to pet Krishna, but Krishna caught a hold of his beaks, and then he opened them up into two halves and split them, just like a blade of grass, into two pieces. Therefore Bakasura was killed by Krishna. All of a sudden, the boys looked up to see the sky full of flowers, which was showering down from the heavenly planets. As a token of congratulations, the demigods in the heavenly planets were showering flowers down on Krishna, and they blew their flutes and conch shells and beat their drums. Haribo again. Now it's time for us to finish up today, and I hope you had a really fun time with me. Let's sing a little song to end today's session. How about we sing Gopala, Gopala, Haribo? I'm going to clap my hands. Maybe you can clap your hands too. Are you ready? Gopala, Gopala, Haribo. Gopala, Gopala, Haribo. Gopala, Gopala, Haribo. Gopala, Gopala, Haribo. Haribo, everyone, and we hope to see you next time. Haribo.
Govinda, Govinda.